Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. And they'll come out with a three tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Ravens.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
The Ravens send their punter out now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 18. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw is Jackson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down. Now a carry for Dobbins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Here's 2nd and a yard. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
On 2nd down now, Dobbins, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd, buying time to his left. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 26-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson sliding out of the pocket on the crossing route, complete. It's Brown. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
First down, Ravens.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Down, Baltimore.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on first.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look under pressure. Down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So that drive began at their own 3. They wind up getting 3 out of it.
And to me, the mentality to begin the drive, that was probably the key to everything. Let's just make sure we take care of the football, give ourselves some room, and maybe punt it away. Instead, it started at the 3, and it ended with 3 points.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's 2nd and inches at their 48-yard line.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Connection made with Chenault. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Austin McGinnis set to kick off.
One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Second and 11. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
He's coming. We got double up.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This is Chenault on the receiving end. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Tighten up. Slam.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check 44.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Let's go.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. And it is up.
It is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
Ravens 3. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
From the 27, Jackson over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fair catch signaled for and taken, and that punt went nowhere. So possession goes over here on the punt. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
AFC Championship tilt, third quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Now Jackson on first down. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 38-yard line.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Josh Lambo to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Out to his left. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. On play action, they'll throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they are really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one, and he knocks it through.
Makes the score Jaguars 27, Ravens 3. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now their backs really against the wall now. They knew how tough this would be on the road, AFC title game, and they have gotten all they could handle. And for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. He'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
He's crossing. He's check right. Check 26. Check 20. Bang, bang. Bang, bang.
2nd and 9 now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. Going to give this time to the tailback. And the Jaguars are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Lambeau is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
The Jaguars are Super Bowl bound as we say goodnight, everybody.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.